right now, people. Here we go. Some news headlines. Let's go. How you going, people? Wow. This is pretty serious stuff, people. Getting a little excited. I know it sounds bad, but it's like, all right, let's rock and roll. All right, this ain't gonna be good if it goes down. So hopefully everybody's here. I'll give a couple people to Walnut. No. Air Force, World War II hits. Can we be recalled? Technically, if World War III hits, anybody receiving money, if you're receiving money from a retirement, you can be recalled. Now, normally they don't do that, but if you're getting money from the government, they can call you back. That's part of taking the check. But won't be like GWAT. I'm not sure what GWAT is. Afternoon, good morning. Man, this 101st Division deployment is freaking crazy. When I saw, I mean, if you think about, so a lot of people that's not in the military don't understand the difference, and I should have looked it up. Let's see if I can Google it real quick. Army size division. I think a division is like 3 or 4 brigades, and a brigade is like 3,000 or something. Division. Let's see if it gives a good. Okay, 10 to 15,000 troops for a brigade or for a division, and I think a brigade is just. I'm surprised they don't have a picture of like the different things. But regardless, dude, do you know how freaking in your face and starting a freaking war is when you deploy a freaking division on the border of Ukraine? All this shit that we've done to Putin, all the shit that's going on. We put a division 50 feet from his freaking border where he's claiming Ukraine, and we're saying we're not involved in a war. So the 101st, I don't know if they call it the Airborne. Are they air assault now, or are they still the Airborne? I'm disabled, unwilling to serve, whatever case I have. I don't really want to help my government do a whole bunch of shit because they're tyrannical and they shit on the people. So, unless it's going to affect me, I'm kind of on the fence about how much I want to help our government fight one of their dumbass wars. 82nd does air assault. Well, I think all the Airborne does air assault, but I thought they changed the name to the 101st Airborne to the 101st Air Assault, but I'm not sure. According to this, they're calling it the Airborne Division, but I don't trust the media. So if you look at the news here, and this, I can't believe this. I can't believe ex-military people aren't like putting together dots. There's so much shit going on. We put a whole damn division, and a division, for those that don't understand military, that's like a war fighting component. A division fight wars, a brigade can fight battles. I mean, you can actually have a couple of brigades fight a war, but when you get divisions of our military, of our Army troops, when they deploy, they have Navy, Air Force. I mean, it is not just the Army. This is a fighting machine division on the border of Ukraine. And then we get this, which I couldn't find the article. I forgot to look it up. On the dirty bomb thing. Russia. I thought I did look it up. It didn't come up. Russia could plan dirty bomb. So this is another thing that's very interesting is going on. So you have Russia, and again, people that aren't connecting all these dots, there's just too much shit going on right now. So we deploy, well, first of all, we're giving billions of money to Ukraine, which we don't know where it's going or whatever. We don't even know if there's a damn war, to be honest. I mean, we're just giving money away. So we're giving all this money to Ukraine. We don't know where it's going. We're pissing Putin off. We put sanctions. We got everybody. We're giving fast track NATO to all these places. We're totally just sticking our finger in Putin's eyes every day. In the middle of this, we have China that wants to take Taiwan. So we have Navy. Our Navy is protecting Taiwan or circling around Taiwan in case China tries to take Taiwan. Now we have North Korea and South Korea just have a skirmish, which they always have. I mean, I was stationed in Korea twice, and the whole time I was there, every 3 or 4 months, somebody shoots across, or we blow up. South Korea blows up a ship that crossed their waters or whatever. So, but North Korea has been sending missiles and flying missiles. Iran's flying missiles. You've got Iran, North Korea, China, and Russia all doing crazy ass shit. You got the U.S. trying to support and freaking take sides and get in the middle of shit. And now we send a complete division to Romania. We haven't deployed a division since World War II. And we sent we ain't even in a war. And they're calling it, I think they're calling it a training exercise, didn't they? That's what they always do. Airborne division deployed to Europe for the first time in 80 years. Soaring tensions between Russia. Yeah, you don't think, now don't forget, just a week ago, Putin, our satellites said that Putin was moving his nukes to where the only time you would do the things that he was doing with his nukes is if you're getting closer to launching them. So we have intel on that. There's a whole bunch of intel we don't have, but for some reason, out of the blue, for no reason, we deploy a division on the border of Ukraine to Romania. Are you kidding me? We have intel that Putin has done something. Then we get this dirty bomb. Russia says Ukraine's going to use a dirty bomb and blame it on us. Well, that's a great preemptive play. Yeah, I'll just say, hey, I'll go to the cops and go, hey, man, they're going to arrest me. I heard they were going to try and arrest me for, resisting arrest. Then I go out there and get in a beef with a cop, and then they arrest me. And I go, see, I was right. So now Russia goes, hey, we heard Ukraine's going to do a dirty bomb. And now a dirty bomb goes off in Ukraine. And Russia goes, see, we told you it was going to happen, even though Russia did it. So we have this intel coming out about the dirty bomb and who's going to do what and who does what. We say it's all fake. It's not true. How do we know Ukraine doesn't have a dirty? We don't even know if Ukraine gave up all their nukes when they said they gave up all their nukes. Ukraine could have nukes. But that's another point. So we say, no, they don't have a dirty bomb. That's not true. We automatically take their side. Now we deploy a freaking division to the border. Are you kidding me? Dude, shit's going to hit the fan. I don't know. Let me read the comments because I probably got some military guys here who are giving me some more shit. But this is serious shit. If you guys don't have your car filled up with gas and cash and guns and ammo, and you're not a little prepared in case the lights go out, in case we get into our nuke is launched. And I don't know if Russia's going to launch a nuke here. I don't want to be the sky is falling. Everybody should be scared. I'm not. Whatever. What's going to happen is happen. Ain't none. Worrying about it ain't going to do a damn thing. But you can plan and be prepared that in case it happens, you're not going to be one of the idiots go, gee, I wonder why the lights went out. I wonder why the radio don't work. Gee, I wonder what's going on. Everybody's buying everything at the stores and there's a mad rush. I wonder what's going on. I wonder why there's lines at the gas station. You won't be one of those idiots. Okay, so that's about the only thing we can do here. Damn, I keep going. Lost all my guns in a voting accident. Let's see. Ukraine had gain of function labs funded by FOSSI. Yeah, well, that was another thing that we were doing over there. Sorry, you're wrong, Rick. We are at war. We're just playing with other people's soldiers. Now we're really in trouble. Dude, this is a big freaking deal. An entire division on Ukraine's border. I have a dirty bum for sale. Yeah, we'll clean that bum. If they're giving you shit, they're feds. Damn it. These guys keep outbidding me. What the hell's going on? 8 years ago, we were going for the fault of Nazis. Today's grandsons fight with them. I don't know if I would call Russians the Nazis. Let's see. All by design. I just dropped a couple dirty bombs in the Jesus Christ, man. I must have a lot of new viewers here because the comments are like nowhere. Normally, I'd be like, get out of here. You're not staying on topic, but whatever. I'm trying to get some information from maybe some of my guys who just got out of the military, who still have guys who have some intel. because somebody knows what's going on. We let it get this bad. More than half the country. Well, it is brainwash. Propaganda. 82nd is airborne. 101 is air assault. That's what I thought. Thanks, guy. I don't know if you're right and I'm right and we're both wrong, but I thought I heard they changed the 101 airborne division to air assault. 82nd is airborne. 101. The 101 used to be airborne, and the media is reporting it as airborne, but I don't believe them. Middle East, Geneva Convention. I'm sure we did a lot of shit we weren't supposed to. We need to defend Ukraine. Think long game. I don't know about that, man. I have to disagree with you. We're sending way too much money over there, and we ain't getting shit out of it. Do you realize all the money we sent to Ukraine, we could have hardened our electrical grid and fixed it to where an EMP would not impact us? If we get hit by an EMP, we're locked in the dark ages for freaking over a year. We can't get chips. All the chips are made in Taiwan. If something kicks off in Russia, you can bet your ass China is making a move on Taiwan within a week, if not the same freaking day, because they know we're going to be divided and we can't fight multiple wars on multiple fronts. And we're sitting here trying to control North Korea, Iran, Russia, China, and we got all our shit spread everywhere. We're spinning ourselves into Bolivian. We got a bunch of freaking people that don't know what bathroom to use using our military. We got a commander-in-chief that falls asleep doing interviews and don't know what he's talking about. And people are running around like, yeah, times are tough, but you know, it'll get better, no problem. And I'll just keep doing whatever I got to do. I'll give up my guns because when the government only has guns, I'll be safe. This is freaking big. When I heard this, I was like, holy shit, an entire division. That, do you know what goes into mobilizing an entire division? You're talking about heavy weapons, howitzers, helicopters, support teams, air. I mean, there is just so much shit that you're moving when you move a division. And somehow in the middle of the night, we got a division next to Ukraine border. Why? For an exercise? Yeah, okay. Okay, you believe that shit. Somebody knows what's going on. I wish I had somebody with some intel, because I'm just reading the tea leaves here. I don't have any inside information. I just know from history that we don't do that. We don't move divisions around. It's not like, let's put a division on the border. We can send a division there. We can't put a division on the border of our own country to stop the influx. We can't do that, but we can send it to Ukraine. We got our Navy protecting freaking Taiwan. We got our Navy now. If there's a division there, that division has naval support, ships, and support from the Navy for that division. We have Air Force there supporting that division. I mean, this is a huge deal, and I just can't believe it's not like on every channel. Like, dude, this is like, I can't believe that. I don't even know what the DEFCON is. Let me check what the DEFCON is. Current DEFCON. See if they changed that on us. DEFCON levels, veterans.com. What are we in now, you freaking big dummy? I just want right now. DEFCON warning system. We in DEFCON 3 right now? No, fuck you, I ain't allowing ads. How about that shit? Current DEFCON 3. Find out why. DEFCON 3, U.S. military term standard defense readiness condition. Threat U.S. faces made from other countries. Readiness, DEFCON 5 is the lowest of readiness. DEFCON 1 indicates basically war if you're in 1. So if we're in 3, I'm surprised we haven't gone to 2. I mean, we're moving an entire freaking division. Not only are we moving a division, hey, let me get these other tabs out here in case somebody. So we just moved a division to the front lines of Russia and Ukraine. Unexpectedly deployed 2nd Brigade of the 101 Division near the border. Now, this is saying just the 2nd Brigade went. They didn't say the entire division. I thought we sent an entire division. We also, Japan conducts major military drill on the 10th to kind of, these military drills are to kind of flex your muscle and show that you got troops in the area. So this military drill with Japan is to intimidate China or to show them that we have a lot of people there to support Taiwan. I don't know who Blinken is, but when I pulled up China wants Taiwan, this came up. China wants to see Taiwan much faster timeline. Secretary of State of China is changing the status quo on Taiwan. They want Taiwan. Taiwan makes almost all the chips. Everybody's got a chip shortage in the world. If China takes Taiwan, do you think our supply chains are going to get better or worse? Well, you're an idiot. U.S. Navy chief warns China could invade Taiwan before 2024. China criticizes U.S. Navy in Taiwan Strait. We have the Navy out there. North Korea tensions, warplanes. North Korea is all upset. And now we got this dirty bomb. And now we deploy the 101st to freaking Ukraine. I was like, holy shit, man, I got to do a live before the freaking internet goes out. Before the news starts going, warning, this is a national service broadcast. A nuclear weapon has been indicated flying to the U.S. Look, Putin's already said if he launches a nuke, it's going to be in the UK, in their area. I don't know why, but he's more pissed off at them than he is at us. So he already mentioned that if a nuke went, it would be in that area for whatever the reason. I don't know if it's they're fighting over whatever. Russia can't even win a war on its own continent. Oh, man, come on. If they didn't have nukes, they wouldn't be a second. Yeah. Well, if a frog had wings, he wouldn't bump his ass when he jumps. But he doesn't, and he does. And they do have nukes. So we can't play the if game if Russia didn't have nukes. They got freaking nukes. They got a lot of nukes. Fake news. Really? Really? Come on. Damn, I just heated up my coffee before I came up here, and that shit is freaking hot. Woo, man, I just burnt my, speaking of my lips, I was going to put some chapstick on it because they were dry. It's raining here, and I just got back from the gym maybe an hour ago and had to take care of the horses before I could get up here and look at this. Ever played Risk? Let's see. U.S. lost every war since World War II. Well, all right, whatever. I have complete faith in our brave leader, Biden, said no one ever. False flag, nuke incoming. I don't know what that means. You mean it's a false flag? They're saying there's nuke, or you think it's a false flag and there's going to be a nuke? All wars are headed by a training. That is true. What he's saying there is if you follow where we send training, that a war usually breaks out in that area. The whole purpose to get troops, gas, planes, resources, build up, and be able to sustain is you get a jump on the conflict. If I know I'm going to war with you in a month, and I can do a training exercise 30 days before, that gives me 30 days to build up and get everything I need. So when the war kicks off in 30 days, I've got all these troops already here. Shocking. Just a coincidence. So training does always, if you watch where people are training, especially when you move an entire freaking division on the border of Ukraine. Are you kidding me? Dude. I filled my car today anyway, needed gas, but I mean, I've got my gas cans full. Whatever. I'm not trying to, the sky is falling. What's gold and silver doing? Well, that's true too. Gold and silver does usually dictate some of this. So gold is down $6, down to $16.50 an ounce, and silver's down 6 cents to $19.27 an ounce. So gold and silver, but I've kind of discounted gold and silver because it should be skyrocketing with the state of our economy and the printing of money and all the bullshit that's going on and the fall of our society. Gold and silver should be skyrocketing, and it hasn't. So I don't know who's manipulating it, or even if it's being manipulated, but it is not following what normally is a lack of confidence in stable governments. Gold and silver goes up, and it's not going up. And anybody that doesn't think there's a lack of confidence in government right now, in all places, just isn't paying attention. No de-escalation in sight, only moving forward because pedophiles took over. Okay. Ukraine's supposed to be neutral. NATO and the European Union are not supposed to be. We're not in Ukraine, Mike. We're on the border. We're 50 feet away. It's kind of like, here's Ukraine and we're standing here. And here's Ukraine and we're here. We're literally a stone's throw or spitting distance from Ukraine, but we're not there. Get it? No, Russia, you have no complaints. We're just doing exercises. We're not there. My guess, if I had to take a swinging wild ass guess, my guess is we have intel that this is escalating. Putin is moving or doing things that they think he's about to make a move. And when he makes this move, he's going to violate something that's going to trigger our ability to go in and help or get involved, or NATO or something. And we want troops there because we know it's about to go off. That's just my educated guess. But to move a division, it's not like something that's like, hey, what do you guys think about moving a division? Okay, let's try it. This is a big freaking deal, people. Let's see. Russia can't even. Ukraine, Cold War dog. Look, Russia may not be winning, but I don't think Russia has ever gone in there and just tried to go win at all costs. We're going to win this freaking war. If you totally destroy the area that you want, it kind of defeats the purpose to go in there. So when you go in an area that you want to keep somewhat that you can use and put troops and then hold that ground as your own, you don't want it to be a rubble. Nobody wants to go fight for a freaking rock pile. So Russia could go in there. Don't underestimate Russia. Russia could go in there and make Ukraine a freaking rock pile if they wanted to. I mean, they could just blow up, destroy everything. But it would defeat the purpose on why they want it. So a lot of people are confusing it. Russia is weak and doing. I'm not saying they're great and their tires didn't pop and their planning sucks and whatever. But moving a division there, somebody's got some intel to something. Zane, who gives a fuck? Uh-oh. I'm concerned Putin has a sub offshore with a nuke. Well, he probably does, but I mean, either the nuke's going to hit you or it's not. The problem is, if a nuke goes off in the air and we lose our grid, because that's the best way to affect the entire United States. Hitting a nuke in San Francisco, LA, New York, one of the big cities, a lot of people dying, maybe thinking, oh, we'll teach you a lesson. That's not really how you hurt the United States. You want to hurt and collapse the United States, you shoot a nuke 23 miles up in the air and you blow it up in the center of the United States, or you shoot up one on each end close to the ends of the left and right coast, and you're taking out the grid, and there ain't going to be a whole lot left. Hospitals, electricity, food, winter. You ain't charging your little Teslas. Nobody's driving around when there ain't no freaking grid. Nobody's buying gas either. So if you don't have it, you're shit out of luck. Let's see. Finally, on October 4th, 1971, First Airborne Division, Air Mobile, became the first Airborne Division Air Assault. Thank you, Dan. 82nd has been in Poland for months. Nothing new. I don't think the entire 82nd Division is there. I don't believe that the entire division, 82nd Airborne Division, is in Poland, because our 82nd we need for a mobile response. I don't. They may be there for our exercise. Maybe the troops can clear it up. Airborne parachutes, air assault helicopters, right? Well, Airborne Division is normally they jump out of helicopters, and I think that's why they kind of went to air assault, because they get to use helicopters along. And when the Airborne Division was around, they usually came in on airplanes, jumped out of airplanes. But I think they're all Rangers, and I'm telling you, when I go to war, I want the Rangers with me. The Rangers, every Ranger I ever worked with, freaking crazy, a fight machine, and I'm good to go with any of my Ranger brothers, believe me. They're still air. Yeah, they've all got jump. Yeah, I agree with that. They are all airborne. Airborne means you jump. Yeah. We're all gonna die. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah. But I mean, this is something to pay attention to. The stocks, I guarantee you, if anybody's paying attention, stocks are going to go down today. I mean, they've been going down. They went up for a couple days there, but the market's not going to take too kindly to this, because it's going to create uncertainty. Why the hell are we moving a division next over there? What do we know? What is the intel that we're not being told? Look, the government's not going to share its intel. But I'm telling you, if you read the tea leaves, you don't move an entire division on the border of Russia unless you think you're they're going to be needed there. You just don't do it. Let me go down some newer comments here. Complete idiot you are, Catman. You guys are fighting between each other. France has nukes. Could they hold off Russia? I don't know what you mean by hold off. Once nuke starts flying and everybody fires, I mean, there's really no winner. I mean, it's just mass destruction. That's why you don't want crazy people with nukes. I mean, if Putin's, let's say he has a fatal disease, he's going to die and he wants to take out the country with it, he just launches all his nukes everywhere. And then everyone else fires back and we're all fucked. I mean, nuclear winter, look up nuclear winter, look up the heat and destruction and radiation of our waterways and everything. All I care about is skateboarding. I keep skateboarding, I have a nuke. Change my oh, shit. Their first tier has been getting their ass kicked for months. I don't know what you mean by first tier, like Russia getting their ass kicked. I don't think an EMT will take out quite as much as most people think, given a ton of power plants offline. I'm no expert. Yeah, EMP is one of the things that's not 100%, but it's line of sight, it's shielding, it's protection. Will a radio that's not plugged in be fried? Some people say yes, some people say no. I'm on the side of yes, it will be, even though it's not plugged in. Because when the EMP kicks off, it basically electrifies the air, and it creates an electrical field in the air, and when it hits shit, it just fries, and it's just not used to it. It's like one of those little surge protectors. A surge protector is good for 10,000 amps or 50,000, whatever the hell it is, and then lightning hits your house. That surge protector ain't shit. Well, that's kind of what EMP is. EMP is like lightning, to where even if you have some protections, it's such a electrical charge way that it hits, it fries everything unless it's shielded and specifically designed for it. But our old nukes, I think, and I did this on one of my other lives, our old nukes used to put out like 20,000 something, and now the new nukes put out like 50,000 or 100,000. So even if you were EMP protected before for our older nukes that weren't quite as putting out as big as EMP, the newer nukes put out bigger and more powerful EMPs, so the old shielding doesn't work. Now, I would assume the military and the planes all have shielding, but I don't think civilian aircraft have any shielding. I think if an EMP goes off, every civilian aircraft crashes. It drops out of the sky. Done. Over. Everything's gone. So engine stop, everything, done. So, and I don't think they're EMP proof. So if you're flying in a plane when an EMP hits, your shit's toast. I mean, that's just the luck of the draw. Ranger tabbed or Ranger battalion. Well, I think what Paul is getting at here is some Rangers just get the tab because they went through Ranger school, but they were never assigned to a Ranger unit and deployed. I think that's what he's talking about. I mean, in the Air Force, I was allowed to wear the Ranger tab if I went through Ranger school. I didn't go through Ranger school, but if I did go through Ranger school, I could have the Ranger tab on my Air Force uniform. So if there's somebody in the Air Force that went through the Ranger school, he gets to wear the tab, but he wasn't assigned to a Ranger division or a Ranger unit. Let's see. Listening at work on earbuds. Well, get your ass back to work, Sherry. Quit goofing off. I'm going to tell you boss. What's your number? I'm calling your boss. Tell him you're listening to me and not working. I can read news just because you disagree and want to service Putin. Knock yourself. Oh, Lindy Lou and Catman are getting upset. All Rangers are a bit crazy. I know. That's why I like them. I kind of like crazy. I really like crazy in war. I don't want pink panty, civilized, the redcoats marching into war in a line and getting shot. That's not who I want on my team. I want the crazy guys on my team. Okay, I got a little crazy in me. So in wartime, I like crazy. Well, I think wanting to live is just, everybody wants to live. Nobody, no matter how much they say, screaming chickens are not Rangers. What? Screaming eagles are not Rangers? Russia hasn't even started a real invasion. I don't think they have either, but they're yelling for more troops, and they're kind of forcing people in, and they're trying to get other countries to provide troops. So I got to think they're having a troop issue. Again, it could be all propaganda. We only know what we're being told, and we could always be told all lies. Who knows? I agree. I think shit's about to hit the fan. Yeah, I don't. This is. I mean, they're all Rangers. Yep. I wish I had some military dude who had some inside shit, but he probably can't say anything because he'll get if anybody gives out classified. The only way somebody would know is if somebody told their family, "Hey, shit's about to hit the fan. I can't tell you, but because military guys do that when they leave, they deploy. They're not supposed to talk about it." But Russia sent their B team to Ukraine. Yeah, and I think they sent their B missiles. They wanted to get rid of their old shit. And they use Ukraine as a way to get rid of their old shit so they could buy new shit. Russian soldiers are second to none, haven't been deployed yet. Huh. I would think if Putin was losing, he would bring out his A team. That's just a guess. Iran has a lot of EMPs, and they've been firing missiles left and right. This is an entire division of you. I mean, see, people that aren't in the military just see, they sent a division. Well, a few thousand people. This is a big deal because of the support and the logistics and the infrastructure. And I mean, this is a big, big deal. And it's just kind of like swinging by the news. Oh, yeah, by the way, we deployed the division. I'm like, what? We're on the border of Ukraine with a freaking division? And then you got us Navy and Japan, and you got freaking China getting pissed off, ready to make a move. I'm like, holy shit. If you're just looking at the news, it all paints a really, I don't want to say dire picture, but a picture that something's on the front. Putin isn't using Cold War era stockpile. He's not going to waste his new stuff yet. I agree. Russia has more than 6K nukes. Well, I mean, yeah, but be honest, after 1,000 nukes are fired, the other 5, I mean, it's we have zero business. I agree. Zero. I agree we shouldn't be over there. It shouldn't be. But remember, they were fast tracking Ukraine into NATO. Let's just say, for swinging wild ass guess, that they know they're about to prove Ukraine has a NATO approved area. And as soon as they're NATO approved, we get to go in as a NATO force. And maybe that's why they're there. That's another possible alternative. Again, I'm guessing. I got no inside. Oh, yeah. Remember when all the folks thought Russia won? That's true. That is true. Everybody was like, they're going to roll in and take them out. And I think I might have been on there too. Russia is extremely plagued by corruption, poor military maintenance. It would be surprising if they fired off 100 nukes and half of them hit. Yeah, but with a nuke, you don't have to hit your target. I mean, you just got to get even semi close. I would agree. Send them Biden. Doesn't like having a divide our forces, worry about North Korea, South Korea, China thrown in. I mean, we just got, and let's not forget our border. They just came out today. Since Biden's been elected, 96 or 94 people on the terrorist watch list has been captured coming through the border. Those are the ones that were caught. We've had over 2 or 3 million come over, and they've caught 90 people, over 90 on the terrorist watch list. So how many terrorists got through? This open border thing, I mean, it's just, people just aren't paying attention on how corrupt and how incompetent our country is right now. Their votes for Rick, same votes for run a country. I don't know if I agree with that. Australia is going to be the only place that survives a nuclear war. I don't know. EMP, electrical strike, all the computers in your cars get knocked out. Is that true? Yeah, according to current beliefs, if an EMP hits, your car is going to be tits up. It's going to fry the electronics, and you can't start it back up. It's not like, wait a minute. Some people say if you turn your car off when it hits, it won't fry it. I don't know if that's true. Some people say even if it's running, if you're at the far end of the EMP, the bomb blows up here and your line of sight way over here, It may not fry completely. It may just short out a few things, blow a fuse, etc. Other people say if you've got it locked in a garage or concrete walls underground, it won't hurt it at all. Some people say it have to be running for it to hurt it. Your battery's always got juice, so it's going to affect your battery, and whether or not your battery affects anything else. I mean, EMP is still not a science. I've never had anybody explain it like it's a science, because it's kind of one of those things that we know what the shit we know it messes up shit because we fired a couple off and it messed up shit. I got plans to buy an F1 2024. Well, I'm not saying it's the end of the world, but watch Winter on Fire explains a lot. The people ousted a Putin puppet regime and elected their own leader. Huh. Have you read it? 1 Second After? I have the book. I don't know if I read it completely. 1 Second After or It's the End of the World, if you know it. Both those are pretty good books. Putin will surrender. He just hasn't been pressed yet. Ooh, man, that's a bold. Why would you believe that? I'm not saying you're wrong. Why would you believe that? He has nothing to lose. He's been in charge. He's got an ego. He started a freaking war. He's like the most hated man in the world. All of his oligarchs have been getting picked off and dying in boats. They've had an attempt on him or a bomb blow up by him, and he's still running the country. So to me, no one in their right mind would think Putin will like surrender. I don't see it. That's like saying Saddam will surrender. He didn't surrender. He's freaking went scorched earth. Russia has nothing. China has nothing. These countries don't even have capable pilots and jets for free. Dude, there's some people with some pretty good military strategy. I just don't know where they're getting it. Didn't one of the officials say that they only got 30% of the aid that we've been sending? There's so much corrupt. It's so bullshit. What about Russia sub that was reported missing? Yeah, there was a sub. I forgot that one. Remember that? There was a sub that showed up missing, and we couldn't find it. It left the port, and we couldn't find it. What was that? Did they ever find that little sub? And I've got some buddies who were Navy sub guys, and they're like, we don't lose them. They may say we lost it, but because we know where they're at. But sometimes those Navy guys think they're like the best and they can't go wrong and they can't see, Russian sub missing. See what comes up on that one. Whereabouts of the new Russian sub, the Belgrade, I don't know if you guys can read that, has captured headlines around the world with a degree of hysteria. There have been reports it's been deployed with its nuclear apocalypse and doomsday weapons, even that it has disappeared. So this is the sub that, and it's not saying that they found it yet. Russian sub carrying nuclear torpedoes was spotted in the Arctic after sparking headlines of nuclear fears. On Monday, an Italian newspaper warned submarine had traveled to the Kara Sea to test Poseidon torpedoes. Pentagon officials did not provide specific information. So it sounds like it's not really a big threat, or not too many people worried about it. If you're Team Russian, you're a traitor. That's an interesting concept. I don't like when the government tells me who my enemy is, and the government is telling me that Russia's my enemy, and they're telling me that Ukraine's my friend. And I don't believe the government when they tell me any damn thing. So I'm not sure I would think that you're a traitor if you're on Team Russia. I'm not even saying I'm on Team Russia, but I'm not sure Russia is totally blamed for all the bullshit and that they're as bad as they're trying to tell us. They've been blaming Russia since Trump got around. It's been Russia, 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 Russia. And if the libs don't like somebody, it makes me want to like them. And the left doesn't like Russia. So the fact that my enemy, the left, doesn't like them, maybe Russia's an enemy of my enemy, which makes it my friend. So I don't know if I agree with that, Mr. DeHart. It's all political. The Biden team wants to be behind the military with them, stand for that. That's true. Anytime you're down in the polls and you think you're going to lose, a war always ups your numbers. So anytime you get military conflict or appear strong, or you know what, you can't criticize. There's a philosophy that we the people, which I don't think we criticize enough, we can't criticize a president that's in the middle of a war because it's unpatriotic to question a president that's in the middle of war. Screw that. That's the only reason we got the hell out of Vietnam, is because people criticize him. So I don't believe in that philosophy that just because the guy's a president and we're in a war, that we have to support him blindly. I don't like blind support on just about anything, but that's just me personally. You can obviously do what you want. Russia will never surrender. Someone else saying they will surrender. I just tried to find what you said. I couldn't find it anywhere. I don't know who this guy's talking to. Ukraine isn't a member of NATO. We have no obligation to defend them. I know they're not, but we're fast tracking them, whatever that means. That means we can screw Russia by making them NATO. And if we make them NATO, then we can go in there and stick our nose and get involved and have more military complex spending and say we need more and you need to support us. And look, we're being strong on Russia and we're in the middle of a war and you have to reelect us because you don't want to change commanders in the middle of a war. That's another thing. In the middle of a war, they say the voters don't like to change who's in charge in the middle of a war. I don't give a shit. Ain't going to change the way I vote, but I wouldn't say I'm normal. Oh, Chicky's team Russia. Maybe that's where that comment came from, calling her a traitor. Yes, I agree, Kat. Destroying is easy. When people were saying they're losing in Ukraine, if Russia wants to totally destroy Ukraine, they could have. And not only is taking something intact hard, being able to control and maintain it. I mean, you can take a lot in war, but can you hold it? And is it worth holding? And how much resources do you want to use in order to hold it? Because you can't just go around and say, we're taking everything, we're going to secure everything, because you spread your forces too much. Russia has a lot left in the tank. Early voting started today. Oh, that's true. Could be. Deploy these guys. Get us in a war in the middle of early voting. My guess is the U.S. is making a statement to Putin not to do it. I don't know about that. I mean, we've already made plenty of statements. And you got freaking Pelosi going over to Taiwan visiting, pissing off China. China's like in your face, like state. I mean, China and Taiwan are close. Where the hell did I have a map up? I thought I had a little map of that shit on where the Chinese forces were at. Maybe not. Oh, well. All right. Putin will sure pull some shit if he can hold on. I don't know what Kherson is. Durka. I don't know. Russia's not even trying to war. It's meant to be continuous. Russian hasn't put their big dicks in the case yet. Sadly, the Ukraine is fodder. Russia does not have any right. I don't know if this is about banking. World War III, I'm not touching you. What? World War III, I'm not touching you. I don't know what the fuck that means. My father wouldn't do his kids' job. What? Ukraine is done. Simple explanation. Here's a simple explanation from King here. Simple explanation: Russia position is crumbling, and by doing nothing other than having troops stand nearby, its pressures them further. No other action is necessary. I don't know. Screaming Eagles, F-35s. Does the Army have, are you saying the Army's got F-35s or they're using Air Force? I'm not sure what that means. Gold and silver is going up against all currency except the dollar. Huh. This is going to never-ending war to replace one. I know. That's bullshit, too. I agree. We need to get – all our troops need to be on our own damn border, and we need to be spending money on our own damn country and stop all this foreign aid bullshit. Hang on, people. It's late. I'm drinking. drinking word. Is anybody drinking already? Shit, it's only 2 o'clock here in Texas. I know it's 5 o'clock somewhere, but USA is Ukraine by proxy. I agree. We are pretty much sticking our nose in it and fighting Ukraine. Leaders of Obama administration, CIA facility, $100 billion in cash and weapons. I don't know about that. Basically like Desert Shield, only it's Russia. Ukraine Shield pisses me off. Well, and what he's talking about is before we started our shit over in the desert, there was a Desert Shield, meaning we were just sending troops to stop or in case of a conflict. And then after Desert Shield came Desert Storm. And that's when the war started. And it was like, oh, we got to go. And luckily we had Desert Shield troops there. That's a good analogy. Now we just moved the 101 Division on the border of Ukraine, and we can call that Desert Shield or Russia Shield. And now we're waiting for Russian Storm to escalate. And it'll be blamed on Putin, or there'll be a dirty bomb, or somebody will do something and blame it on the other person. Or, you know, who blew up Russia's pipeline? My buddy's convinced Russia blew up their own pipeline. I think we did it. Who's right? Let's see here. Rick, we've been getting good rain. I know we got pretty good rain here. Not really good rain, but I went to the gym at 7 this morning. I left here, and it was raining pretty hard. But I still can't see water in my pond from here, and normally I can. My pond is so freaking low. My fish are out there doing a backstroke saying, dude, where's the water? He was Chair Force. As Navy buddies. Chair Force, whatever. Hey, I'm no military guy. I mean, I've been around, I've deployed, I've got some military background. I'm just reading the tea leaves in the news. I've watched government lie and distort, and reading all this news. This is a big deal for those that don't think it's a big deal. That's okay. I can't afford it. I wish I could take a drink. Damn, dude. I'll buy you a drink. Put your PayPal here, man. I'll send you some money for a drink. Give me a link. If you post a link, somebody share it so I can get it. I'll send him some money for a drink. I can't eat. I'll send him some money and go get him a drink. Maybe his last drink before shit hits a fan. 101st in Romania at a NATO base. It's a bit south of the Ukraine border. I thought I read or I heard on the news that they were flying choppers on the border of Ukraine and Russia.
Around 3 miles and troops to the European theater, taking the total there to around 100,000. And many of those troops are in Eastern Europe.
100,000? Wow.
Only on CBS Mornings, we're getting a look at the U.S. forces closest to the fighting in Ukraine, supporting NATO allies and sending a very clear message to Russia. Charlie D'Agata is in Romania for us this morning. Charlie, good morning.
Good morning, Tony. Romania is now home to the 101st Airborne Division. It's the first time it's been headquartered here in
home. Romania, home for our troops, our money, our tax dollars, our resources. Meanwhile, 2 million people crossed our border. Federal government says no problem.
Europe in nearly 80 years. This is some of the equipment they brought from home. A 777 howitzer ready to roll at any minute. They're specifically trained to deploy on any battlefield in the world within hours.
Go, 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 go.
Ready to fight. The reason one of America's most elite air assault.
They must be doing live fire because I don't see any blanks and there's no plug. So they're training live fire here. I wonder if they're close enough to where they can hear it. I wonder if Sarah Palin in Alaska can hear it or see these guys.
All divisions has been sent right here, right now. We joined Deputy Commander Brigadier General John Lubis and Colonel Edwin Mathaidis, commander of the 2nd Brigade Combat Team, on board a Black Hawk helicopter for an hour's chopper ride to the very edge of NATO territory.
Okay, so they flew for an hour in a chopper to the edge, I guess.
Around 3 miles from the border with Ukraine. From the start of the war, Russia advanced from Crimea along the Black Sea to Kherson, aiming to capture port cities like Mykolaiv and Odessa to landlock Ukraine. We're right about here.
We're ready to defend every inch of NATO soil. Why is it necessary to have the 101st here? We bring a unique capability. We're a light infantry force, but again, we bring that mobility through our aircraft and our air assaults.
We skirt along the Black Sea coast as we head further north.
We're roughly 20 miles away from Snake Island, this contentious island that's been fought over between the Ukrainians and the Russians, currently under Ukrainian control.
At a forward operating site, we watched as U.S. soldiers and Romanian troops pounded targets in a joint ground and air assault. The tank rounds and artillery fire are
That is, you realize how much trouble it is to move all these tanks and howitzers and planes and shit and resources? This is a huge move.
So is the enemy, meant to recreate the fight against Russian forces in Ukraine. A message to Russia and NATO allies alike: we're here.
The real meaning for me to have the American troops here is like if you were to have allies in Normandy before any enemy was there.
In all, roughly 4,700 soldiers of the 101st Screaming Eagles from Fort Campbell, Kentucky, have been deployed to reinforce NATO's eastern flank.
You've had an opportunity to watch, observe, possibly study the Russians. What do you think of them so far?
So we're closely watching them. So we're building objectives to practice against that replicate exactly what's going on in Ukraine. We're the closest American unit to the fighting in Ukraine.
And what does that feel like? What does that mean?
It keeps us on our toes, right?
Ready to fight tonight is a message that we've heard repeatedly. It's not just about defending NATO territory, but if the fight escalates and NATO partners are under threat, they're fully prepared to cross over into Ukrainian territory if ordered to do so. Back to you in the studio.
Oh boy. Charlie Daggett, of course, in Romania, 101st Airborne, they've deployed to every major conflict since D-Day, and you sure hope they don't have to add another one to the list.
Yeah.
Big deal. Okay, so I don't know if anybody who's ever given me tips or whatever, if you've got some money, it looks like this guy to send him money is Sean Harville. So he's going through a hard time right now. I'm about to lose my business, 15 years, had a motorcycle wreck. Then woman left me 14 years. If I don't come up with 375 by tomorrow night, I guess, Tom night, I won't have a shop anymore. All right, so what do we do here? I'll send him $100, and if you guys can send him a couple bucks, we'll see if we can't get him up there. How about that? I don't know if, let me see if I can send you, I don't know if my PayPal will allow me to send you $100, dude. Let's see if my PayPal works. Oh shit, I don't want you guys to get my code. Damn, too late. Damn. Stupid live. Shit. I mean, my PayPal is Rick Gore if you want to send me something, but it said, oh, I got to get a code. Crap. Got my phone. Okay, let me get a code. See if it sends me to my damn phone. Everybody's like, Rick, where are you? Let's see. Here's my PayPal code. I'm not giving you my PayPal code. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Go ahead and punch it in and try to get me. 447-628-57 is the code they sent me. Go ahead and try to log in. Freaking crazy hackers. Oh, shit. I did wrong. Oh, shit. I forgot a 2. Darn it. 2. All right. Well, let me log in. So how do I send money? Send? It says username. What was his username? Guess I can go back over here now. All right, his username was Sean Harville. Let's see if that comes up. SHAUNHARVILLE. You can't find. Dude, I can't send you money if you don't give me the thing. Maybe I need to put a money sign in front of it. Let's see if that works. See, if people don't make it easy for me to do this, we can't find. SHAUNHARVILLE. Dude, Sorry, dude. Maybe somebody can figure out how to send you something. I tried. Let's see here. Let me go down comments here, see what the hell's going on. Straight up scam. Don't underestimate Biden's ability to screw things up. Be careful, Rick. It might be a scam. Do y'all remember that when I was live one time? This one girl was like, she was sitting in a little house and she said she was hungry or something. And I tried to send her $100 or a couple $100 for something. And I think she was in Romania or something. And when I sent it to her, they locked up my PayPal and said, "You've been involved in a scam." I'm like, shit, I'm going to send this girl money and now they locked up my account? Oh, shit. So, all right. If you guys want to send him something, I tried. Sorry. Rick, show us your bruise again. I think my bruise is almost gone. Let's see if you can see my bruise. Yeah, it's gone. See? No more bruise. I'm good to go. My horse bucked me and I had a big old bruise right there. All right, where are we at here? Rick, what the hell do you don't know this guy? Well, whatever. I mean, if he rips me off for $100, I'm trying to be a nice guy. Whatever. I mean, I was trying. Rick, the world's falling apart. No shit, it is. All right. Everyone's struggling. I know everybody's struggling. That's true. But I mean, you know, I don't even know if he's one of my regular viewers. Whatever. It was just a, you know, be careful. Everybody's looking out for me. Rick, you big dummy. Mama, shit's going to be gone. I mean, they literally, I sent that girl $200. She gave me her PayPal and it said, "This is a scam." And they locked my freaking PayPal. I go, you got to be shitting me. I'm trying to send money. I'm not the scam guy. And they locked my account. I was like, what? It was a pain in the ass to get it turned back on too. Oh, this guy's saying it's a scam too. That's a shame. We can't believe anybody anymore. All right. Pawn shops sell unnecessary crap. 357 is hard to come up with. 357 ammo. Defender Coffee contributes GOA Gesture Show for free coffee. I'm out of coffee. And now everybody's going to. Ricky, big dummy. Rick with his pants down. What? Watch Ricky with his pants down. My pants are down. What? Rick is legit. Yeah, I'm not a scam. Is somebody saying I'm trying to scam money? Are you kidding me? What's going on here? Oh, shit. All right. I'm from Nicaragua, not Nigeria. Did I say Nigeria when they said, I don't know, shit. Tell him to sell his Mustang. Don't do it, Rick. It's a scam. Holy shit. Oh, shit. Now everybody's going to be like, send me money, send me money. All right. Dozen of rounds went into the pizza place. What pizza place? If you have an ex-federal officer, state-type police, we'll figure you're on a take. What? Well, I have a police ID, but I'm not on the take. Never was. Earth's magnetic field is weakening as the magnetic poles keep moving. Human brain is losing its rational thought. Maybe that's why people can't figure out what bathroom to use. It's not their fault. It's our magnetic shield is lying. 81 billion for Obama. Yeah, right. Lanky, I can help you. Is Yankee asking for money now? I owe my crack dealer. Please. But man, why are you cracking on me? Making me trying to point out that I'm a big dummy trying to send some poor guy who had a motorcycle wreck some cash. Man, you guys are brutal. I thought I was a hard ass. I'm telling people don't freaking get involved. Don't help people. That fireman had helped that dude and the girlfriend picked up the gun and killed him. I said, see, I told you don't get involved in shit. You get your ass killed. I thought I was a hard ass. Now you guys are freaking cracking on me. I'll donate as long as I get photo proof. PayPal like, no, we only could steal your money. I don't believe that shit either about freaking PayPal taking my money. There's no way they could just take 50. First of all, I don't keep any money in there. They would have to take it out of my account, and that would be an unlawful withdrawal for a penalty, you know, for a policy violation. Not defending. Girl, send Rick money for showing us his skin. Really? What do I get if I... Wow. Rick, I need money for my Russian That's it. You freaking low down people trying to do something nice, and you guys are going to crack on me and call me a big dummy. Oh, shit. Ricky's a liberal. If he told me he was a liberal, he would get no money. I don't send money to liberals. They're freaking little leeches already. All right. Dude, people are being hard on me. I'm getting no slack here. Is China in NATO? No, I don't think China is in NATO. Neither is Russia. Oh, no. Yes, Russia is in NATO, and so is China. I think they're what's called life members. And the life members are like the big countries. Let's see. NATO life members. Damn, my typing is slow today. Member NATO countries. Okay, alphabetical list of NATO countries. Can you guys read that? I don't see flexibility of NATO membership. France. Yeah, shit, this ain't a good site for that. NATO homepage, a short history of NATO. Members of NATO. Let's see if this one does it. Okay. Is China in there? Shit, maybe China isn't in there. Wow. It doesn't look like China is in there. It doesn't look like Russia. I thought maybe the UN is what I'm thinking of. Not shit. I'm thinking NATO. You guys got me all jacked up because you're cracking on me, calling me FL. UN is permanent members. Thank you, Scott. Shit. I'm thinking UN instead of NATO. All right. So here's your NATO countries right here. U.S., United Kingdom, Turkey, Spain, Romania. You can go look it up. We don't need to cover that. Let's see. 5 years, EU. China and Russia do not participate in NATO. Yeah, UN. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Thanks, guy. I'm being a dumbass because everybody's picking on me. Let's take a look at Judy. Judy's still in a good mood with her little guns. Oh, shit. She lost one of her guns. Oh, no. Damn. Judy lost one of her pistolas. She's supposed to have a pistola on each side. That must have been one of her falls. Damn. Now I got a project today. I got to glue on this. She's still got her little Tommy gun. For my non-normal viewers, this is Judy Booty. She always shows up promoting good, responsible gun ownership. But anyway, part of the UN. Everybody's telling me now, you dumbass, it's the UN, not NATO. I know, I screwed it up. China's not in NATO. I know. Quit yelling at me. Freaking crazy members. China and Russia not NATO. I know, dude. I'm sorry. Not NATO. Confusing. Yes. Yes. Oh, my horses were hiding in their shelter today. Rick, look at the lady. Look up the lady that got scammed by the guy claiming to be stuck in space. No shit. You got to be kidding me. Dude, don't tell me some woman sent some money from a dude's. What? Guy stuck in space. Scam. See if that comes up. And claiming to be an astronaut stuff and say dupes Japanese. Are you serious? Man claiming to be astronaut stuck in space, dupe Japanese woman for 24, whatever the hell that is. Oh shit, you guys can't see that. Sorry. A man claiming to be an astronaut. Promises to marry her if he gets her out of space. Damn. Japanese woman gave about 4.4 million yen. I don't know how much money that really is. Alexa, how much money is 4.4 million yen?
4 million 1,400,000 Japanese yen is $29,802
I can't even hear her. Alexa, volume up. I can't even hear you, crazy woman whispering and shit. We ain't in the bedroom, woman. Wrong, it's not NATO. Everybody's still giving me shit about you and NATO. All right, look, for the new viewers, I got 680 to 80 people here. The original NATO, Russia, keep Germany down. Exactly what the current conflict is doing. All right. For a small country, you can help the war. You can please call operators. Oh shit! It's $29,000. Thanks, Kat. He's a good source. He always gives me good. Somebody said 39,000 plus K. Judy Booty, show us your boobs. She's friendly with her little knockers, with her hooters. Judy's like, yeah, what's up, boy? What's up, gun people? All right, yen, 29 US. Okay, let me recap this and get out of here. I've been on here for an hour. I was just planning on coming in, getting people fired up. I'm not trying to say the world is ending, people. All I'm saying is pay attention to the news. This is a big deal. Our government just deployed a whole bunch of people and a whole bunch of resources to the border of Ukraine, and they didn't do it for no reason. And there's talk about a dirty bomb that Ukraine is saying Russia's going to use, or Russia's saying Ukraine's going to use. And China wants to take over Taiwan. And we're in the middle of freaking letting 90 freaking terrorists across our border that we caught. We don't know how many we didn't caught. And it just might be a good time to make sure you got cash, not depend on a debit card. You got a little extra food. You got a little extra gas. You got some ammo and guns. All I'm saying. Same thing I promote all the time. I'm just telling you, this might be a clue. Maybe it's a good day to do a grocery store run. Maybe fill up your gas cans, whatever. All right. So I guess we'll end that there. It is a big deal. I think it's a big deal too, but I know I'm going to have a lot of people poo-pooing. He don't know what he's talking about. He's full of shit. All right, whatever. I mean, you can do what you want, people. I mean, it doesn't matter. When my internet goes out, I just won't talk to you about it anymore. I'll just be here laughing at you, riding my horses. Speaking of my horses, they're out there snacking right now. Some people are saying it's just because of the election. That could be true too. I'm not saying the world's ending, just saying the world is ending. I am not the big, like, you know, everybody's always trying to get me, hey man, did you see the new bill? They're trying to take this gun. They're going to, and I'm just like, I don't keep up with all that shit. Till they do it, I don't really care. You know, it is what it is. Let them do what they got to do, and I'll deal with it when it happens. If I can't change it or affect it, whatever. All right. So we will end that there. I got to go down and have lunch. What time is this? 2:30. All I had is 3 of these cups of coffee and a little bit of honey. And I think that's it. That's all I've had so far. And I went to the gym for like 3 hours this morning. So I need to go fix me something to freaking eat. Not that I'm wasting away, but y'all have a good day. Bye. Thanks for coming. Pay attention to the news. Plan ahead. Don't just think things happen by accident. This is not an accident. This is a precursor for something bigger. Guaranteed. Take it to the bank. I'll replay this clip later when shit hits the fan in a week or so. All right? Y'all have a good one. Adios, amigos. I'm out.